Okay, we're going. Hello, welcome to the Jackson Community Center. My name is Brenda. I'm going to go through the orientation of all our new fitness equipment that we had. But before you start using any of the equipment, we recommend that you sanitize the equipment before and after each use. And sanitizing spray bottles are over on the counter over here, and the wipes are right there, so they're available for use. So definitely recommend wiping it down before and after each use. So we'll start on the first piece of equipment here. This piece of equipment here is for core work. So there's a setting over on the side here to either make it on an incline or a decline. So you pull this out to either raise or lower it. And then now I will get on to show you. So if you want to hold on to this here, bring your legs up over and then tuck them under. And then from here you can roll down and curl up. Roll down and curl up. Then to get off, you want to hang on to this and then just move your legs out of position. Okay? The next one here, this is a low back extension. So your feet go on the padding here. The adjustment on this unit is down here. So you pull this out and this changes the height of this being out further, and then there's another setting down further that will have a setting on how high or lower that it is. So get into position, you want to put your feet on the padding, bring yourself forward, and then from here you're just coming down and then coming back up. Don't overextend, and you want it so that you can hinge right at that hip and then come up. And then just be careful getting down, okay? So over here, now we're going to go over to the lat machine pull down. Now all the equipments have seat settings, and they're on this yellow handle down here, and you literally just pull it up to either to raise or lower. So all these right now are in position for me for use. But that's how you do the adjust the seat. And then to adjust the weight on the new equipment, you take these and you squeeze them in, and then you can adjust it to whatever pounds is appropriate for you. So you just squeeze it to move it, and then release it and make sure that it latches into place. So this is your lat pull down machine. So you want to stand up. There's multiple gripping positions. So you can either be really wide or more of a natural grip or a closer grip. I'm going to do more of the natural grip here. I'm going to sit down. I got my legs in the position, and I'm going to pull it down towards my chest and then back up. And pull it down and back up. Again, you can change hands position, go more on the inside, or you can change it on the outside, pull down and back up. So that is your lat pull down machine that works your back muscles. The next piece of equipment here is your chest press. Again, it has the seat settings, which I already have established. So if you want to help get these out into position easier, you put your foot on the padding here on this assist bar and push it out. Get your hands into position, and then from here just push straight forward, come back, push forward, come back. Now when you come back, you want to think of a goalpost position, so you don't want to go back beyond the padding, because otherwise you put strain on that shoulder. So forward, push up, back, and up. If you want, put your foot on there, let it come all the way back, and go back into starting position. Okay, next up here is for shoulder press. So you're sitting on here. When you're on here, you want it so your shoulders are about the same height as the bar here. So you have two different hand positions. You can either go, put your hands this way or this way. So if you have issues with your shoulders, I recommend doing more of the traditional hand grip here. And then from here, you just push straight up, bring it down, and straight up. Or you can have your hands on the outer position, push straight up, down, and up. Okay? And then moving on, this here is for the tricep extension, so this works the under part of your arm. Again, select the appropriate seat setting and the weight. So you'll lean forward into position, And then you want yourself leaning forward. You want to so you're comfortably leaning forward, that you're not hunching your shoulders up or kind of way up too high. So once you have your hands, get them into position, grip on, and then from here you're just going to push down, engaging the tricep, come back up, and then push straight down. So that works the under part of the arm for your triceps. Then the next here, this is for a bicep curl. So on your seat setting, to make sure that you're in the right position, you want to be able to lean forward and comfortably be able to extend your arms out. So you don't want the shoulders all hiked up. So you want to lean over, hold on to the hand grips, and then from here, just curl it up, extend it down, curl it up, and take it down, and then release. So that works your biceps. Moving right along, over this way. So here we have the leg extension. Now one additional change on the leg extension is there's a handle over here that you pull forward, and that brings the seating of the back upper back. So, and you can do that once you're sitting down on the machine. So to get yourself into position, you want to get yourself in. Another quick setting is there's this yellow knob right here. So if this padding is in too far, you can pull this towards you to get that out a little bit further to get your legs in more comfortably. But then from here, you can hold on and just extend your legs up and bring them down and extending up. And this works your quadriceps, the front of the top of your thighs. Okay, and then next, over here, this is your leg curl. So this works your hamstrings, the back. So again, this has the same setting on the side where you can move the back of the machine, the back of the padding here, either forward or back. So you would just pull on that, and that's easier to do actually once you're on the machine. So when you get into position, so this one you're actually sticking your legs between the padding. You have your handlebars to grip onto, sit nice and tall, engage your hamstrings, and you're pushing down towards bringing your heel in towards the bottom of the machine. Like think of bringing your heels to your butt and then bring it back up. So that works the hamstrings on your legs. Okay. And then moving right along. So this here is your leg press. There's a handlebar on the side here. So this when you're sitting on the machine, you lift that up and that will either bring this forward or back. So it's easier to adjust it once you actually get on the machine. So once you get on the machine, right now this is in position, but just to show you, if you lift up on it, so if you lift up on it, you go forward or you can go back. You just want to make sure it latches into position. So make sure you're in a good position. You want to be able to have your feet up, and you want to start in a bending position, and then from here, just push straight out, bring yourself down, and extend straight out. And that is your leg press. So that works your whole quadriceps down into your calf muscles. Then over here, this piece of equipment here is capable of doing multiple things. I recommend that if you want to use this and you're not familiar with this type piece of equipment, I would recommend probably setting up a time to kind of do more focusing on this. But just kind of give you a quick rundown. These handles do move up and down, so there's a yellow knob here that says pull. So this raises and lowers this pulley. And then from here, there's multiple things that you can do on the padding here. They have different lower body exercises that you can do, from doing a squat to lunges, working inner thigh work, outer thigh work, leg extensions, leg curls, glute kicks, and calf raises. So there's different, what's the word I want to use?
Belts.
different things you can swap out to use. So this gets used when you're doing for like the leg work, the leg curls, and the outer thigh work. You would open up the clip to pop this one out, and then pull this to put it, oops, to put it on. And then that way, then here, this is what your foot would go into to be able to do the leg extension and the leg curls. But again, there's a lot involved in this one, so I would recommend probably setting something up to spend more time on it, to learn more about it. But a very, very versatile piece of equipment. And oh, real quickly though, one thing I want to mention is you are able to do pull-ups on this piece of equipment. You have various different hand grips, from way out to more angle to inner, and more of a natural holding on to like the kind of like the rock climbing grips. There is an assisted footstep down here that you can use to be able to get up there. So, but we'll move on to the treadmill. So on the treadmill, when you're getting on the treadmill, when you step up, before you start it up, you want to be able to stand. You want to be standing on the outside so that you don't trip on the belt. So when you get started, there's a green button that says start on. You want to push that down. And it's going to count down that it's going to start, the belt's going to start moving. So once the belt starts moving, then step onto it, and then you can start walking. So on the treadmill, there's on the right-hand side, there are speed buttons where you can increase your speed or lower it. So there's the up arrow to increase the speed, and the down to decrease the speed. And then on the left side, there's an incline button where you can incline the height of the treadmill. So you can adjust to whatever's comfortable for you. And always going at a speed and a pace that works for you. And then to stop, if you want to step off to the side, hit your stop button, and then make sure you hang on, and then just step off the treadmill with caution. Okay? So all the treadmills are the same. Now the elliptical, so on the elliptical, I recommend holding on to these handles here because these are stable where these will move. So hold on to these, put one foot on, and then get the other one on. Once you start pedaling, the display will automatically populate. So then you can just do the quick start. You can either hang on down here or you can hang on up here. Now there's different levels of the padding, of the pedaling to make it harder. So if you hit on the machine here, there's a button called level. So if you push on that, it starts out at a level 1, and there's an up and down arrow where you can increase your level, which puts more tension on your pedaling. So you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. And it goes, I think it goes all the way up to like 30 or something. So you can just take it back down. And then when you're done, then just I recommend get yourself stopped, put one foot off at a time, and then come down. And again, both the these two ellipticals are the same. So moving over here, this is an elliptical as well, just a different style, different brand. And this one here, again, I recommend getting one foot on first, bring yourself up, and then pedaling. Now this one does have a switch in the back to turn the display on. And then it has different settings, different programs you can use, or you can just hit start and just go. And then again, the resistance on the pedaling, there's a resistance button here where you can either lower it, increase it, or increase or decrease depending on how much tension you want on the pedals. So then once you're done, again, hit your off switch, hang on to the steady handles, step down, and then again, step off with caution. So these here are your bikes. They're both the same models, just different. One is older than the other. So the one on the left, when you're facing it, the one on the left here has a switch in the back to flip on to make the display come up. This one here, once you start pedaling, the display will automatically populate. So when you're sitting on here, there's a handle on the side here that you can pull up on, just like if you were in a car, to get your position. So you want to get your feet into the pedals, kind of figure out what length works for you. So you pull yourself up. You want to make sure it latches into position. And then you can start pedaling and hit your start. It has, again, the different programs over here that you can use if you want, or if you just want to pedal, watch TV, read, listen to your music, and then it has the resistance to either increase or decrease the tension on the pedals. And then when you're done, again, just get your feet out of the pedals and then step up off to the side. And then this will automatically shut down then. So these two function the same way. And then the last piece of equipment over here is the new step, which is an awesome piece of equipment. I love this thing. So this is actually really cool for people that, if they have some mobility issues, if you lift up on the handle here, this rotates. So it'll help you get in and out easier. So you can sit on it, you can move up the handle, bring it down, lift it up, move yourself into position. You want to make sure that it latches. And then the handle up here, if you lift up, so that brings you forward and back, just like if you were in a car, move your seat forward or back. So you want to get it into position to what works for your leg length. And then also the handles, you can move. You'll just flip up these little green handles, and you can adjust it to whatever works for your arm length, and then just push it down back into position. So now, as you can see, the pedals are not moving. So the machine is locked. So what you want to do is this green button here, you want to push down and it'll unlock it. So I'm going to switch over here, get my arms up into position, and then you can just sit there, hit the quick start, and then start pedaling away. Now to add more tension on the pedaling in the arms, on the right-hand side of the machine, this knob down here, this is your resistance. So all the way back is the lightest. And each little knob, it does like a little click. So the farther up you bring it, puts more tension on the pedals. So you can make it as hard or easy as you want. And even if you don't want to use the arms, you just want to use the legs, you can just rest your arms down to the side as well. And then when you're done, you want to push this to bring it back up to lock it so your pedals don't move on you while you're trying to get out. And then you can just move your arm out of position. And if you want, you can lift that up and rotate. And there you go. So that is everything. So, and again, make sure that you wipe everything down before and after you're done using it. And yes, we will go back through and make sure everything gets sanitized after we're done with our orientation here. But thank you very much. I hope you found this helpful, and everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. Thank you.